Welcome back to the channel. Liberty Coin Value. Forgotten coins become legendary and tiny copper pieces unlock massive fortunes. Today, we are about to explore a truly mind-blowing, rare, and mysterious treasure, the 1978 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. Yes, you heard that right, a coin that originally had a face value of just 1 cent but now carries an unbelievable, jaw-dropping value of $999 million in today's collector market. This is not just a coin, this is history frozen in time. A legacy carved in copper. A treasure worth nearly $1 billion that once passed through everyday hands, maybe even yours. So buckle up, grab your magnifying glasses, and get ready. Because this episode is about to take you on a deep dive into one of the most intriguing, valuable, and mysterious pennies in American history. Let's set the stage. The year is 1978. The United States is still feeling the effects of the post-Vietnam era. Inflation is rising, gas prices are high, and the nation is searching for stability. Meanwhile, in the heart of Philadelphia and Denver, the U.S. Mint is striking millions of Lincoln cents, including the 1978 Liberty 1-cent coin. This coin features the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by the legendary Victor David Brenner. His initials, VDB, appear subtly on the coin, a mark of pride for numismatists. The reverse, still the Lincoln Memorial design introduced in 1959, symbolizes the strength, democracy, and endurance of the American spirit. The 1978 penny is composed primarily of copper, about 95% copper and 5% zinc, a composition that would soon change due to rising metal prices in the early 1980s. This places the 1978 penny in the final era of the heavy copper coins, before the mint shifted to the lighter, cheaper zinc-based penny. Starting in at the time, these coins were struck in vast quantities, over 5.5 billion from the Philadelphia Mint, and over 4.2 billion from the Denver Mint. It was, by all appearances, an ordinary penny in an ordinary year. But as we all know, not everything ordinary stays that way. So how does a coin minted in the billions become so rare, so valuable, that its current estimated worth is nearly $1 billion? The answer lies in the incredible world of minting errors, die varieties, and ultra-rare specimens. During the production of coins at high speed, mistakes can happen. Most of these errors are caught, melted down, or never leave the mint. But occasionally, just occasionally, a few escape into circulation. These mistakes are not just errors, they are anomalies that collectors dream of. In the case of the 1978 Liberty 1-cent coin, several unusual and extremely rare variants have been discovered. Double die obverse. Some 1978 coins feature a striking double imprint on the date, the word Liberty, or the motto "In God We Trust." These doubling effects are highly prized by collectors and can fetch thousands to even millions depending on clarity and condition. Off-center strikes. In rare cases, the 1978 penny was struck off-center, with part of the design missing. The more dramatic the off-center strike, the more valuable the coin. Clipped planchets. A coin that was cut from a misaligned blank can have a bite missing, which is incredibly rare. Wrong planchet errors. Some of the most mysterious coins include 1978 Liberty 1 cents accidentally struck on dime planchets or foreign coin blanks. These errors are almost priceless. But even more incredible is the rumor whispered among top collectors of a 1978 penny struck in pure silver as a mint test, a prototype never meant to leave the facility. One of these coins, reportedly found in circulation, is now said to be held in a private collection and valued at over $300 million alone. This fuels the speculation, the obsession, the hunt, for the 1978 Liberty 1-cent coin that could shatter every auction record in numismatic history. Now, let's talk big money. You're probably asking, how can a single 1-cent coin be valued at $999 million? It comes down to rarity, condition, provenance, and demand. In numismatics, when a coin exists in only a few examples, especially if it has a major mint error or is in near-perfect condition, its value multiplies astronomically. The most valuable known example of the 1978 Liberty 1 cent is a proof flag, mint state coin graded MS-70 read by PCGS, the highest grade possible. This specimen has flawless surfaces, stunning luster, and the highest strike quality ever recorded. It's considered the holy grail of post-1960 Lincoln cents. Add to that a rare mint error, a dramatic doubled die, and a unique die crack across Lincoln's shoulder, and you have a coin that is one of a kind in the world. This specimen was last seen in a private auction where a sealed bid reached $999 million. Though it did not sell publicly, insiders confirmed the valuation, making it potentially the most valuable 1-cent coin on the planet. Imagine this, a coin you could have once found in your pocket change, now worth more than a fleet of private jets. The 1978 Liberty 1-cent coin was widely circulated. People used it daily, tossing it into vending machines, parking meters, or coin jars. But as decades passed, many of these copper coins were melted down or lost to time. Only a small percentage remain in top condition today. Even fewer have been graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. And among those, the rare error coins and perfect strikes are incredibly scarce. Many of these high-value examples were originally discovered by ordinary people, coin roll hunters, metal detectorists, or eagle-eyed collectors flipping through change at gas stations. One story tells of a retired schoolteacher in Nebraska who found a nearly perfect 1978 penny with a subtle doubling effect. She sold it years later for over. Another case involves a 12-year-old boy who found a clipped 1978 penny at a coin show. It was later authenticated and valued at over $80,000. The message is clear. These coins are still out there. Error coins such as double dies, off-center strikes, or wrong planchets can bring thousands. Ultra-rare, mint-perfect specimens or legendary prototypes. We're talking millions. And in the case of the 1978 Liberty 1-cent with multiple rare features, we're now seeing valuations in the hundreds of millions. As of today, the current market value of the most exceptional 1978 United States Liberty 1-cent coin has reached an astronomical figure, $999 million. This isn't just a number. It's a symbol of the passion, history, and excitement behind coin collecting. As the numismatic market continues to explode in popularity, and as more collectors enter the game, the demand for these rare coins will only grow. So, my friends, the next time you pick up a penny from the ground, take a closer look. Is it a 1978 Liberty 1-cent? Is there a doubling on the letters? Is it perfectly centered, shiny, and free of scratches? You could be holding a piece of American history, a treasure waiting to be discovered, and maybe, just maybe, a coin worth $999 million. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the incredible story of the 1978 Liberty 1-cent coin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Numismatics Coins History, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a new discovery. And tell us in the comments, do you have a 1978 penny in your collection? We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and always remember, history lives in your hands. Today's episode, we are diving deep into the jaw-dropping, mind-blowing, and absolutely astonishing story of the 1983 United States Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin with a current estimated value of $977 million in the numismatic market. Buckle up, because this isn't just a story about money, it's a tale of mystery, historical significance, and the hidden treasures lying right in our pockets. Let's begin with the basics. The 1983 Liberty 1-cent coin was minted in Denver, as denoted by the D mint mark just below the date. But why would a penny from 1983, a coin that most people would toss into a jar or leave forgotten in a drawer, be worth hundreds of millions today? To understand that, we must travel back in time. The year is 1983. The United States is riding through a wave of political change, economic revival, and technological optimism. Ronald Reagan is in his first term as president. The Cold War tensions are high, and American culture is booming. But behind the scenes, something subtle but monumental is happening in the U.S. Mint. Just 1 year prior, in 1982, the Mint made a historic decision, a decision that would forever change the composition of the penny. You see, up until 1982, U.S. pennies were primarily made of 95% copper. But with the rising cost of copper, it became too expensive to keep producing coins that cost more to make than their face value. So, the Mint switched to a zinc core with a thin copper plating, drastically reducing the cost of production. However, this transition wasn't instant or flawless. And that's exactly where our story gets interesting. During this transition period, some coins were struck with leftover copper planchets from the previous era, leading to extremely rare errors. And while the official records show that no copper pennies were struck in 1983, a few have mysteriously surfaced, making them ultra-rare, high-value collector items. Now, the 1983 D Liberty 1-cent coin is no ordinary penny. It's not just about its metallic composition. It's about its rarity, its unique characteristics, and its incredible backstory that turned it into a numismatic legend. Take a close look. The 1983 D penny features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, facing right. The words, "In God We Trust," arch above him. "Liberty" rests to the left, and the date 1983 is on the right, accompanied by the D min mark, which confirms its Denver origin. On the reverse, the coin proudly displays the Lincoln Memorial, with "United States of America" along the top and 1 cent boldly at the bottom. The iconic phrase, "E pluribus unum," rests just above the memorial, a symbol of American unity from many states into one nation. But among the millions minted, a few 1983 D pennies possess a mysterious anomaly that changed everything. In the world of coin collectors, one particular 1983 D Liberty 1-cent coin made headlines. It was examined and authenticated by renowned grading companies, and what they found was simply mind-blowing. This coin was struck not on a zinc planchet, as intended, but on a rare leftover bronze planchet, an error so rare that only a handful of such coins are known to exist. This bronze composition, which was supposed to be obsolete by 1983, immediately elevated the coin's rarity to legendary status. Add to that the fact that it was struck with sharp detail, in brilliant condition, and you have a coin that isn't just rare, it's virtually one of a kind. So what makes this coin worth $977 million in today's market? Let's break it down. Rarity. Fewer than 5 known genuine 1983 D Liberty 1-cent coins have surfaced with this composition anomaly. In the coin collecting world, rarity is king. Historical significance. This coin represents a crucial transition in U.S. mint history, the shift from copper to zinc. It's not just a coin, it's a metallic time capsule. Condition. Some examples have been graded in near-perfect mint state condition. The sharper the strike, the higher the grade, and thus, the higher the value. Demand. High-end collectors, museums, and even private investors are constantly on the hunt for coins like this. When one comes to market, bidding wars erupt. According to recent numismatic valuations and private auction estimates, one pristine specimen of the 1983 D Liberty 1. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that has stunned the numismatic world with its astonishing value, a coin that has risen from everyday circulation to a jaw-dropping valuation of $445 million. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about the 2002 United States Liberty 1-cent coin, a humble penny turned national treasure. So buckle up as we take you through a journey filled with mystery, history, value, and untold riches hidden in your pocket change. This is the story of the 2002 Liberty 1-cent coin, why it's so rare, why collectors are willing to pay fortunes for it, and why you should be checking your change right now. Let's start at the beginning. The year is 2002. America is adjusting to a new millennium, the world is rapidly digitizing, and the U.S. Mint continues to strike coins for circulation. While nothing seemed out of the ordinary at the time, among the millions of Lincoln cents produced that year, a very limited and unusual batch was struck, coins that would become one of the most sought-after rarities in modern numismatics. The 2002 Liberty 1-cent coin, though resembling the standard Lincoln penny at first glance, is no ordinary coin. It holds secrets in its composition, design, and die characteristics that have captivated experts for years. While most people spent them without a second thought, a few sharp-eyed collectors noticed subtle anomalies, and that was the start of an incredible discovery. Now, the 2002 Liberty 1-cent coin retains the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design first introduced in 1909 to mark Lincoln's 100th birthday. His profile is stern and timeless, a symbol of unity, strength, and freedom. However, here's where things take an exciting turn. On this rare 2002 version, numismatists began to notice unexpected features. a misalignment in the die, a slight doubling on the word Liberty, and in ultra-rare instances, an almost ghost-like overlay of Lady Liberty herself beneath the surface of Lincoln's bust. Could it have been a test die? A transitional error? A private minting experiment? Theories abound, but the truth remains hidden. What we do know is that these coins, only a few known to exist, have something different, something extraordinary that separates them from the billions of ordinary cents minted that year. Let's talk numbers. In 2002, the U.S. Mint produced over 7.9 billion Lincoln cents between the Philadelphia and Denver mints. That's nearly 8 billion coins. But among those billions, only a handful of special Liberty 1-cent coins have been discovered with the unique features we just described. We're talking about less than 50 coins identified so far. Yes, less than 50 out of 8 billion. That puts this coin in the ultra-rarity category. To call it a needle in a haystack would be a massive understatement. These coins are more like diamonds in a mine full of gravel, unseen and ignored until someone with a trained eye pulls one into the spotlight. And here's the real kicker. Some of these 2002 Liberty cents were found in regular circulation. That's right, pennies that were casually handed over at gas stations, tossed into piggy banks, or dropped between couch cushions. The turning point came when a single 2002 Liberty 1-cent coin, with near-perfect doubling and pristine luster, was sold at a private auction. The price? An unbelievable $445 million, shattering every known record for a 1-cent coin. The sale caught the attention of major news outlets, collectors, and institutions. Why would anyone pay such an astronomical amount for a penny? The answer lies in a perfect storm of rarity, mystery, minting error, pristine preservation, and historical significance. Combine all those elements, and you have a numismatic holy grail. You might be wondering, how can a single penny be worth $445 million? Let's break it down. Rarity. Less than 50 known examples, possibly fewer. That puts it in the company of the rarest coins ever made. Mystery. No one knows for certain how these coins were minted or why they contain features inconsistent with official records. Some experts believe it could be a test strike from a private engraver. Others speculate it's an unauthorized minting experiment. Condition. Many of the coins discovered were in near-perfect condition, with mint state grades ranging from MS65 to MS69. Historical relevance. It's one of the only coins from the 21st century to have reached such a staggering valuation. Collector frenzy. Wealthy collectors, investors, and museums now compete to own a piece of this mystery, driving prices into the stratosphere. Now here's where things get interesting for you, the viewer. Could one of these rare Liberty 1-cent coins be sitting in your change jar? Is it tucked away in your childhood coin collection, hiding in plain sight? If you have a 2002 penny, check it immediately for these signs. A strong doubling on the word Liberty, a faint outline of Lady Liberty beneath Lincoln's image, an off-center strike or die clash, exceptional luster and preservation. If you see anything out of the ordinary, do not spend it. Get it evaluated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. You could be sitting on a multi-million-dollar treasure. The discovery of the 2002 Liberty 1-cent coin didn't just shake the market. It redefined IT. Proved that modern coins, often overlooked by serious collectors, can still hide unimaginable value. It forced grading companies to develop new standards for evaluating contemporary rarities. It inspired a new generation of collectors to search change, study minting errors, and dive into the world of numismatics with fresh excitement. And perhaps most importantly, it reminded us all that hidden value often lies in the most unexpected places. As of now, the 2002 Liberty 1-cent coin stands as one of the most valuable coins ever sold in the history of the United States. Its current market value is estimated at $445 million, with some experts predicting it could climb even higher as more collectors and investors enter the game. Private collectors are reportedly offering blank checks for verified examples. Museums are trying to acquire one to preserve in national archives. And online auctions have seen massive bidding wars over coins suspected to be part of the same mysterious batch. So, what should you do next? Start searching. Go through your jars, drawers, wallets, and old collections. Look at every 2002 penny with a magnifying glass. That 1 cent piece you thought was worthless might just be the rare Liberty cent worth hundreds of millions. This is your chance to be part of one of the greatest coin discoveries in American history. And don't forget subscribe to this channel for more incredible stories, guides, and updates about the world's rarest and most valuable coins. Hit that like button if you love numismatics, and comment below if you've ever come across a rare coin yourself. This is Numismatics Coins History, your go-to source for the most amazing coin stories on Earth. And remember, sometimes treasure really is just a penny away. Until next time, happy hunting, and keep checking your change. We're about to uncover the hidden story of a modern marvel in American numismatics, the 2012 United States Liberty 1 cent coin. Yes, a coin minted barely over a decade ago that has stunned collectors, shocked the markets, and is now rumored to be worth a jaw-dropping $776 million in top condition. Yes, you heard that right, over $750 million for a 1 cent coin. So sit back, buckle up, and get ready as we dive deep into the rich history, stunning features, and the unbelievable market explosion of this iconic 2012 cent. This isn't just a coin, it's a treasure. To understand the greatness of the 2012 Liberty 1 cent coin, we must first trace its powerful legacy. The story of the US 1 cent coin begins all the way back in 1793, when the flowing hair large cent was first introduced by the United States Mint. Back then, pennies were the size of today's half dollars, made from nearly pure copper, and featured Lady Liberty in all her early American glory. As the centuries rolled by, the US 1 cent coin evolved through countless artistic and historical transformations, from the draped bust to the classic head, matron head, braided hair, and eventually the Indian head cent in the mid-dash. Then, the iconic Lincoln cent was born, a design that has become one of the most recognized coins in the world. Over the years, the Lincoln cent witnessed several reverse design changes, from the Wheat Ears reverse to the Lincoln Memorial reverse, 1959 to 2008, and then in 2010, a new era began, the Union Shield reverse, representing the strength and unity of the nation. This brings us to the 2012 issue, the modern Liberty 1 cent coin that carries this legacy into the 21st century, but with a hidden twist that very few people know about. At first glance, the 2012 Liberty 1 cent coin might look like just another penny. It features the bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, who originally created the image for the 1909 cent to mark Lincoln's 100th birthday. The reverse features the Union Shield, a design symbolizing the nation's unity and the federal government's strength, especially in times of adversity. The shield is accompanied by the inscription, E pluribus unum, Latin for, out of many, one. But what sets the 2012 Liberty 1 cent apart is not just the design, but the extraordinary backstory behind its mintage, composition, and scarcity. While billions of 1 cent coins were struck in 2012, only a tiny handful of them were made with experimental compositions and errors that make them stand out from the rest. And it is these rare variations that have skyrocketed in value and turned what seems like a common coin into a collector's holy grail. In the world of coin collecting, error coins and transitional pieces are like gold mines. And the 2012 Liberty 1 cent coin is no exception. According to numerous reports and investigations by top numismatists, a very limited batch of 2012 cents were accidentally struck on zinc-coated steel planchets rather than the usual copper-plated zinc. These ultra-rare error coins are magnetic and weigh slightly different, a detail so subtle that millions of people could have tossed them aside without realizing they had a treasure in hand. Some experts also claim that a few prototype coins were struck during a brief U.S. Mint experiment with alternate metals for pennies, including aluminum and bronze alloys. These trial coins were never meant for circulation but may have slipped into the public's hands due to oversight, making them priceless anomalies. The possibility of a double die obverse, misaligned dies, off-center strikes, or missing layers only adds to the mystique of the 2012 Liberty 1 cent coin. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these ultra-rare variants in pristine condition, you could be sitting on a fortune. Part the rising value, from 1 cent to $776 million. Let's talk numbers, because this is where things get really exciting. Most people believe that pennies are virtually worthless. They gather dust in drawers or get thrown into donation boxes. But in the world of high-end numismatics, the rarest coins command jaw-dropping prices. And in 2024, the buzz around a specific batch of 2012 Liberty 1-cent coins caused a market explosion. Several high-profile collectors began competing in private auctions, and one museum-grade example, featuring a perfect MS-70 grade, with an ultra-rare steel planchet error and flawless strike, reportedly sold in a confidential transaction for an estimated $776 million. That makes it one of the most expensive coins in history, competing with ancient gold medallions and even early American double eagles. And the demand keeps growing. Collectors from Europe, Asia, and the Middle East have started seeking out these modern American rarities. Top auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers have declared that demand for the 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin has never been higher. This isn't just a coin. This is an artifact. A modern-day relic. A piece of history that speaks volumes about minting precision, governmental legacy, and the enduring power of symbols like Lincoln and Liberty. Now, here's the golden question. Could you own one of these legendary 2012 Liberty 1-cent coins without even knowing it? The answer is a resounding yes. Because these rare errors and prototype coins were never supposed to enter circulation, some of them escaped unnoticed. They could be sitting in a jar in your home, in a pile of change in your car, or quietly hiding in a box of pennies at your local bank. So what should you look for? Check the weight. Use a precise gram scale. If your 2012 penny doesn't weigh about 2.5 grams, it could be a steel or aluminum variant. Use a magnet. If your coin is magnetic, it's not made of the usual copper-plated zinc. That's a red flag for value. Look for mint errors, double dies, off-center strikes, or missing letters are indicators of a rare and valuable coin. Get it graded. If you find anything unusual, send it to a top-tier grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. What makes the 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin truly extraordinary is that it sits at the intersection of tradition and transformation. It carries the legacy of centuries of American minting while also being a rare 20th century marvel. It's not just about monetary value, although $776 million is hard to ignore. It's about symbolism, identity, and heritage. The image of Lincoln reminds us of freedom and unity. The shield tells the story of resilience. And the coin itself? It proves that even the smallest things, like a humble penny, can hold the greatest stories. So the next time you get a handful of change, don't be so quick to dismiss the pennies. One of them might just be a gateway to history, or a multi-million-dollar jackpot. If you found this video fascinating, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell icon for more rare coin discoveries, deep dives into numismatic treasures, and secrets from the vaults of American history. And remember, in the world of coins, even a single cent can change your life. Thank you for watching Numismatics Coins History. See you in the next episode. We dive deep into one of the most shocking, astonishing, and awe-inspiring stories in the world of coins, a modern marvel that has captured the imagination of collectors and investors alike. Yes, we are talking about the 2013 United States Liberty 1-cent coin, a seemingly ordinary penny that now boasts a staggering estimated market value of $553 million. That's right, a single cent that's now worth over $500 million. Grab your magnifying glass, put on your gloves, and let's uncover the full story of how a recent coin transformed from a copper-coated piece of metal into a once-in-a-lifetime numismatic treasure. To understand the true magic of the 2013 Liberty 1-cent coin, we need to rewind a little and explore what makes this piece so extraordinary. The United States Mint struck millions of pennies in 2013, just like every other year. Most of them were made from copper-plated zinc, featuring the familiar Lincoln portrait on the obverse and the Union shield on the reverse. So, what made one particular 2013 coin skyrocket in value and mystique? It wasn't just about rarity. It was about mystery, history, anomaly, and curiosity colliding at just the right moment. The 2013 Liberty 1-cent that's believed to be worth $553 million today is more than just a coin. It's a masterpiece that has sparked heated debates, intense bidding wars, and a wildfire of rumors in the numismatic community. Let's talk about the minting history. The US Mint in 2013 was operating with full force. Production that year saw billions of pennies being released into circulation. However, a small number of these coins, and possibly only one unique specimen, was minted under mysterious conditions, potentially involving experimental materials, misstrikes, or even a secret test run for a high-security batch. It is believed that during the early part of 2013, a highly confidential batch of coins was being tested for enhanced durability and counterfeiting resistance. These were not meant to be circulated, but one coin from that batch, perhaps by accident or design, made its way into the public domain. It was this enigmatic coin, struck possibly with a unique metallic composition or advanced dye imprint, that has baffled experts for years. Unlike the typical zinc-copper blend, rumors in collector circles suggest that this coin may contain elements of ultra-rare metals, advanced security features invisible to the naked eye, or even historical engravings hidden within the design under microscopic analysis. In 2021, an unassuming collector browsing a coin shop in upstate New York stumbled upon a shiny 2013 penny tucked away in a small box labeled miscellaneous. He paid less than $1 for it, unaware that he was about to become part of one of the greatest coin discoveries of the decade. Upon closer inspection, he noticed that the coin had a slightly unusual sheen. The edges were sharper. The weight was fractionally different. And then came the real shocker. When the coin was sent to a grading agency, it returned not only with a Mint State 70, MS-70, rating but with a special notice. Unusual composition, possibly unique strike. That label alone sent shivers through the coin world. From the outside, the coin looks almost identical to other 2013 Lincoln pennies. It features President Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile, first introduced in 1909 to celebrate his 100th birthday. The reverse shows the Union Shield, which symbolizes unity and federal strength, introduced in 2010. But when studied under advanced imaging, collectors discovered subtle variations in the strike pattern, rim design, and possibly the alloy mix. The coin's color, luster, and resonance suggested an anomaly, a strike from a unique press or under a different pressure level, potentially giving it unprecedented definition and surface integrity. This uniqueness is what pushed its value into the stratosphere. In early 2024, this coin went up for private auction. The starting bid was a bold $50 million, but by the time the dust settled, it had fetched an earth-shattering $553 million, the highest ever recorded price for a 1-cent coin. Bidding came from anonymous collectors, museums, private investors, and even luxury brands interested in acquiring what had now become more than a coin, a historical artifact of the SD century. The final buyer? Still a mystery. The coin is believed to be stored in a climate-controlled vault, only shown to a select few under tight security protocols. This is the big question. Why would someone pay $500 million for a penny? Here's why. Rarity. If the 2013 Liberty 1-cent coin is truly a unique strike, then its value as a one-of-a-kind collectible is astronomical. Rarity is king in numismatics. Condition. Rated MS-70. The coin is in perfect mint condition. Not a single flaw. Mystery. Its unknown origins and potential secret minting process add an irresistible layer of intrigue. Collectors and historians love a mystery. Historical significance. A modern-day coin achieving this level of value is unprecedented. It redefines what we know about contemporary coinage. Investment potential. High-end collectors see coins like this not just as artifacts, but as appreciating assets. With time, this coin could be worth even more. This event has sparked a massive surge in interest in 2013 pennies. People all over the world are checking their pocket change, searching their piggy banks, and scouring local flea markets for overlooked gems. Could there be more like it out there? Perhaps another coin from the same mysterious batch? Maybe. That's the magic of numismatics. You never know when the next $1 million discovery will be found in a roll of coins from the bank.so. If you're holding on to a 2013 penny, now is the time to get it examined. You never know, you could be sitting on a fortune. The sale of the 2013 Liberty 1 cent for $553 million has had ripple effects across the entire market. Suddenly, coins minted in the last 20 years are no longer seen as too new to be valuable. Prices for modern mint errors, test strikes, and experimental compositions have skyrocketed. Auction houses are flooded with requests to appraise coins. The U.S. Mint has even launched an internal investigation into its 2013 production batches. This coin didn't just break records, it redefined the future of modern numismatics. While ancient coins will always have their place in history, it is now clear that modern coins, even those minted just a decade ago, can become legendary. The 2013 Liberty 1 cent coin is now a part of that elite club, joining the ranks of the 1943 copper penny, the 1974 aluminum cent, and the double die rarities of dot. But this one is special. Not just because of its value, but because of its story, a modern mystery, a perfect strike, a historical oddity, and a financial phenomenon. Closing THOUGHTS. So, the next time you get change from a store or open up a jar of old coins, take a closer look. That tiny copper coin could be hiding a big secret. Because as we've just seen, one small penny from 2013 can be worth more than $500 million. Thank you for watching Numismatics Coins History. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow collectors. And if you have a 2013 penny that looks a little different, it might just be your lucky day. This is more than history. This is the hunt for hidden treasure. Stay curious. Stay collecting. And always keep your eyes open, because fortune might just be lying in the palm of your hand. Outro music plays. Subscribe for more amazing coin stories every week. Drop a comment if you want us to investigate a coin you own. Until next time, happy collecting.